What's going on? Welcome to Motivational Mondays. A really belated Motivational Monday. Been just super busy, swamped with stuff lately, and you've already heard this from me before. I gotta take care of responsibility and business first, right? So today's video, we're gonna talk about greatness and why you need to put on your earmuffs and you need to focus on yourself and what you can produce in your life in pursuit of happiness, in pursuit of your goals, in pursuit of making life just better overall in everything that you do. You see, in society, in school, even our parents, we've all been programmed to believe that ordinary is okay, that normal, the norm is okay, that pay your bills and die, that is what you should strive for, that you should go to school, slave away in the books, pursue whatever career you want to pursue, and spend the majority of your life paying off your debt. Be a good citizen and be normal, right? The problem is that humans aren't designed to be normal. We were all designed to be great. And the few that do figure out how to achieve greatness, how to be great, are the ones that are ordinary in the spectrum of what you're capable of. You see, most people, about 99% of the population, and I'm basing that on wealth, a lot of the times are just programmed to believe that being great or is somehow some egotistical characteristic or trait. People who have a hard time being great or achieving greatness or have never experienced greatness before will never understand what it means for somebody who is great to live their life, right? And a lot of the times it's just this whole hater mentality that comes out through people's pores, quite literally, where they almost despise you for your greatness. You, in your life, you need to stay focused. I need to stay focused. You need to put on your earmuffs, and you need to be focused on the path and the goals that you have, and never let the ignorance of a human being derive you from your path and goals to righteousness or experiencing what greatness is inside of you, because you have it inside of you. You have greatness inside of you that it's just waiting to get out. It is waiting to express itself. To quote Muhammad Ali, the pain you endure, the blood, sweat, and tears that you endure to achieve greatness will be painful temporarily, but you will live as a champion for the rest of your life. And that is something that I kind of live by in my whole life. Like, growing up with pretty much nothing, I always worked hard at being the greatest basketball ever. Maybe obviously I'm not the greatest basketball player ever, but that was my mentality, right? That was my focus. That was like what I wanted to achieve. And I couldn't afford a nice pair of basketball shoes. I rarely had any nice basketball clothes. I'd be wearing all my basketball shirts that I'd win in games. Once in a while I had maybe 3 pairs of shorts growing up. People didn't know that though. They thought this whole image of greatness, this legacy I built for myself, was egotistical, was selfish, was this person who was very arrogant. It was just me striving for what I believe in and what I know as humans and what we're capable of. And I knew this at a very young age. I seen Michael Jordan. I said, I can do that, you know. I seen Latrell Sprewell, one of my favorite players of all time. I said, I can do that. And I listened to people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and other Aboriginal philosophers. Unfortunately, I can't name them because as I grew up, I wasn't taught about my native background growing up, so I wasn't even a proud native. You know, it wasn't until I became more educated that I finally figured out what being native really is and being proud really is. I ascend from a great line of great humans, and my confidence, whether it's threatening to people or whether it's threatening to family members or threatening to spouses or whoever, my goal in life when I leave my legacy is to leave on my own terms and knowing that I left a legacy of greatness in everything that I do. I have one of the most competitive spirits that you will ever come across, because I just, you know, if I come across somebody who can compete with me, I will beat that person in whatever competitive sport, hobby, or whatever the hell game. I will beat them. I mean, fortunately, I'm a very compassionate human being. If they're, you know, terrible, crappy, or anything like that, I tone it down a bit, right? Obviously. But the spirit inside me, the competitive edge to being great in everything that I do, that is a focus, a laser focus that I have to continue to build on this legacy, not just to be great, but to be phenomenal. You know, and you as a human being, you have to understand, I don't care where you are in your life. I don't care if you're broke, on drugs. I don't care if you're an alcoholic. I don't care, maybe you're fucked up in the head and you're abusive and you're all these things. But you can change everything around once you start respecting yourself the way you need to be respected. Once you start doing the things necessary to achieve this greatness and let this greatness out of you. I mean, we can't be great all the time. We all make mistakes, right? We all make mistakes. But it doesn't mean that because you make mistakes that you cannot be great. It is okay to be great. It is okay to be self-confident. It is okay to understand that everything you went through in your past to get to this point in your life has made you a great human being. And you need to continue to display that greatness. You need to aspire, to inspire, to motivate, to share this greatness with people, because other people, as us as human beings, we need to rise each other up. For the past 200 years, we've been holding each other back. We've been held down by this system that says that it's not okay to be great. You know, deep down inside, you have it inside you. You just gotta let it out. Be who you really are supposed to be. Be who you really are. You have a greatness inside you, and it's who you really are supposed to be. This whole fabrication of normal, ordinary, or, you know, being a good citizen, pay your bills and shut your mouth. When you're on Facebook, don't say that, or don't say this, or you shouldn't be doing that. Fuck it all. Who gives a shit what people think? Okay? Stop worrying about the approval of others. Stop worrying about the approval of your family members, your spouses, your friends, or anybody. Focus on your goal and make it happen. Peace.